might have really liked the first season, but now I'm happy to say that season 2 is even better. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new Netflix TV review. Today I'm going to be going over Altered Carbon Season 2. Non-spoilers, of course, because, well, I don't want to spoil it for you. That's no fun. If you're here to check out and see if the first season, if this is better than the first season, then I'm here to give you your answer, which I've already spoiled in the beginning of this. And, of course, if you guys are new here, though, and you guys love early movie reviews, TV content, all sorts of stuff like that, I do it all the time over here. Make sure you're going to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as comment down below. And let me know, are you guys excited for the second season? Did you guys like the first season? Let's discuss it. Altered Carbon Season 2 finds Takashi Kovacs, now played by Anthony Mackie, the lone surviving soldier of a group of the elite interstellar warriors, continuing his centuries-old quest to find his lost love, the Falconer. This show has the first season came out, and it came out of nowhere for me, really, and I watched it and I really liked it. But I felt like there were many elements in that show that frustrated me. I felt like a lot of the character progression was a little bit lacking. I thought a lot of this story was a little bit unfocused, and there was a lot of exposition trying to explain this world when I thought it was too much exposition at times, but I still walked out of the first season going, I want a second season. I'm interested in this. I'm all about this world, and I'm so curious to see where we can take it now going further into this world. And for me, to say the least, Altered Carbon Season 2 is way better. In fact, it starts off a little bit slow, but as it starts to find its grounds, it just hits the ground running and goes. The season is way more focused. It's more thought-provoking at times, and I would even go as far to say it's more character-focused, while at the same time also having some incredible action sequences. Saying a lot of that, while this season does have a lot of changes. A lot of the characters are switched out. Some return, some don't. You can play around with that because of the cool concept with the sleeves and switching out the human mind and all that sort of stuff. Really cool stuff in there. That's what I really liked about the first season. And going into the second season, I knew they were probably going to switch out the sleeve, whether it's because they wanted Joel Kinnaman back or they just wanted to try a different thing. A lot of people could look at the season and be like, it's kind of a bunch of a reboot. But the thing is, it's not. It still has the soul of the first season just grown on. And in fact, while it's grown upon, it's still the same Altered Carbon that we know and love from the first season, but really established. And again, the main word I can say for this season is it's focused. It knows the story it wants to tell, and it never feels like it's too much exposition. There's maybe one or two scenes that do feel a little bit too much. It's so ultra-violent. It's so thought-provoking when it comes to certain characters, whether it's Poe, who really gets a lot of outstanding emotional stuff to do in here as the AI, or as Anthony Mackie gets to really progress this character into a new light. And Takeshi's storyline, no spoilers. There's something they do with his character that it's hard to even mention anything about because it will be a pretty big spoiler. But when it happens, I went, oh my god, that's awesome. And it really opens up a wide avenue for something they could do in Season 3. Not just with his character, but really with this world. The other thing I have to claim him for is the first season, again, 10 episodes is a lot. And when a lot of that is just exposition, it can kind of get tiresome. Season 2 is only 8 episodes, and I gotta give a big acclaim to that because some, studios would be like, no, you gotta have more episodes, you gotta have that, we want more people watching this. But Altered Carbon knew when to end, and it really just told this fascinating story over 8 episodes that just had me really locked in. If I were to come to any cons, though, Altered Carbon Season 2 has a villain that I wasn't particularly the fan of. It's not that I didn't mind him, I didn't hate him, I didn't love him, I just thought he was kind of one note. And some of the new characters are a little bit one note, as it does give a little bit exposition dialogue heavy stuff to some of their backgrounds, so you kind of know where they come from. I feel like there was more that I could have gotten out of those. And going to new worlds and obviously taking place 30 years later or something like that from the first season, there's a lot to catch us up on. And I feel like some stuff was missing and kind of made it to be a little bit confusing as they're still trying to focus in on this character. And that's sometimes just, you're going to take a hit from that when you're trying to focus more on Takeshi and the Falconer, of course. And I like what they did with those two characters. I know that's going to bother more people than it did just me. And I also wish the villain was a little bit better in here. It was kind of just really one note. But Altered Carbon is so energetic. It's so in your face. And the violence is knocked up a bunch. The action sequences had my jaw on the floor at times. And some people didn't love all the nudity in the first one. And honestly, I kind of like that they took away from a little bit of that. It's not as much and it's not as graphic. And some of the action is a little bit taken back as well, but not in the way it's restrained. it's done so perfectly that it feels like we're not trying so hard, we're just trying enough, and it feels like this show actually got its bones finally together. I'll give you guys my final thoughts on Altered Carbon Season 2. Make sure to get in a comment down below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this season. Do you guys enjoy it? Did you not? Are you guys excited for the season? Let's discuss it down below, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching this, and of course, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as well down there. Make sure to head over to Sandwich on Films as well on how to see films early, and of course, just a big thank you to you and a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Altered Carbon Season 2 is not just more focused, but it's also thought-provoking, emotional, and prominent, taking a series and redefining everything while at the same time keeping the soul of the original, but only developing it to a higher standard. This is truly how you do a second season. Whether it becomes to all the character progression, whether it's the Falconer or it's the Keshi, the one character I came away from here, while loving both of them, I gotta give a shout out to Poe. I love what they do with Poe in here, and I thought as this AI and the thought-provoking elements they actually add into there were sincerely some of my favorite stuff in there. And of course, some of the newcomers are a little bit one note, but there are some that really stand out the most. Some that I was like, oh my god, you're in this. I love that. But it really just, I came away from this season being like, damn, I can't wait for a season 3. I think they added so many new nuances to here. They ended it in such a way that I'm like, all right, where are we going with this now? I gotta take this on. And it still has one of the most intriguing premises for our show. So with all that said, I'm going to give Altered Carbon Season 2 an A-. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this season. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you not? Let's discuss it down below, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching this. And of course, until next time, stay classy.